The economy is in the tank and no one cares. Jason Collins comes out, and if you have a problem with it or don't have a problem with it, then you're gay. This is Tony Katz Tonight. Let's go. How we doing, everybody?
Terrible.
You look like you're a funny guy.
Welcome, everybody, to Tony Katz Tonight. I am Tony Katz. Thank you for being with us. We're here in Los Angeles. XO Fine Cigars in Woodland Hills, giving us their wonderful location, and many thanks to them. I am joined by these people. He is author and satirist. His latest book, The Kindergarten of Eden, can be found at evansayet.com and amazon.com. That right there is Evan Sayet. Give him a hand, everybody. There was no applause. Give him a hand.
There was applause.
Now,
There was an
after the
8-second delay because in case you say
Pity applause.
8-second delay. That's the story of your life.
Yeah. At least I lasted 8 seconds.
He is a townhall.com columnist, a two-time war veteran. His latest book in the series of Kurt Schlichter love affair books is Fetch My Latte, which you can get at amazon.com. That's Kurt Schlichter right there.
Kurt Schlichter.
Give him a hand. Kurt Schlichter, everybody. And she is here to class up the joint and to finish up the triumvirate of blue shirts that we have right here. Are you coughing?
I'm coughing.
What
Can
is
you believe
happening?
it? I hate her.
My grandmother is here.
Did you step on Kira's intro?
I did. I
really
did
did.
it on purpose.
He really did.
I just don't want Kira to get the introduction.
But no. Just so
Mission accomplished.
No. White man steps on black woman. Film at 11. She writes for Independent Review Journal. Is it Independent Review Journal? Independent
Journal
Journal.
Review.
Oh, what doesn't matter. That's Kira Davis, everybody.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Good to be with all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. So they are singing.
Wow.
They are singing in the crowd.
Somebody just quoted
Baby got back. That is correct.
Was it in reference to me or Evan Sayet?
I would be baby. She would be got back.
That would be a different
What'd I do there?
I like to think of
didn't
myself
cough.
as the Sir Mix-a-Lot of the conservative movement.
Hey, really?
Yes.
Is that how you do
I've
it?
heard you refer to
And
it.
there's my wife, and I'm now celibate.
No, I mean, let me start the show the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, go
Let's
on.
pretend this thing has something together. I talk about the economy, and by the way, nobody hurting more than Sir Mix-a-Lot. 7.5% unemployment, or so they tell us. Unemployment and underemployment, the U6, is 14%, 13.9%. And this right here from National Journal, it's the number of missing workers, 63%. That's the participation number. My question is, at what moment do you get to bloody revolt? At what moment do people say, this is enough? We need to get going here.
Well, Tony, I like full employment, and I cannot lie.
Even though other unemployed people can't deny.
Look, the problem
Is anybody taking notes? Seriously.
Look, the economy is in the tank. It's a disaster. You have the stock market breaking 15,000, okay? That is a meth high. And you're going to get the same thing you get with meth high, which is you're going to come down and crash and have terrible teeth. This is a disaster. And the media and the Democratic establishment is not telling us the truth.
There's a lot of drug references in
Yeah, a
one
lot.
answer.
I'm against intoxicating
because
substances.
Sir Mix-a-Lot is black, and I think that was kind of a racist whole rant that you just did.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you see that? Do you see how that works?
I think it's racist you made that connection.
Because it was a dog whistle. If it was
show
actually
is
racist, you would have heard it.
spiraling out of control.
But you know, I mean,
You are the moral equivalent of Robert Byrd.
it brings up that whole idea of new normal.
Yeah.
And I know that's something that parts of that are things you dig into in your book. And seriously, if you haven't gotten the Kindergarten of Eden, shame on you.
It's good.
Yep.
That we're at 7+ to 8% unemployment. Right. That we're at gas being $4 a gallon. Forget, you can't get a job if you're black. Forget it. The unemployment rate's through the roof. Mm-hmm. When did new normal become an American thing? When did that become?
I remember the first joke that I wrote when I got a job on the
We're still waiting
show
for it.
years ago. Wow.
Thank you.
Nothing. Zero. Do you hear that? Nothing.
You
Zero.
just name check our
And the first joke that I wrote when I got on Arsenio was, we have a new writer on the show, and he'd like to announce that the recession is now officially over. Right? Because I had a job.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, the only reason the media doesn't report that the economy is bad is because for them, it's not bad. So they're telling the truth. The economy for the journalists is very, very good.
Now, to that idea, and the cultural markers, you mentioned, Kurt, that the Dow is over 15,000. Then you've got this. You've got Beyonce and Jay-Z on their love affair trip to Cuba. Throw that photo up, if you could, my friend. People look at that. They're obviously still spending. There they are, right there. Don't they look like just wonderful socialists?
And Baby doesn't seem to have back.
What the hell? You know, I'm going to sing rock love songs.
I think Jay-Z looks fantastic in that photo. But the cultural markers would say everything's going well.
Yeah.
People who aren't even in the stock market say, 15,000, things must be wonderful. When do they start saying this really is a problem? It's a policy problem, not just a me problem.
I don't know that they're ever going to say it. You know, I think it's up to people in alternative media, people like yourself, people, bloggers, to be. Evan made an excellent point. You know, but he did.
Wow. I always do, but you don't always admit it.
It had to happen.
I can't admit it too much,
You
or
were
you get
due.
too cocky. But we have this whole class of people who aren't touched by the economy, who aren't touched by real things. This is one thing I always tell my friends outside of Hollywood, outside of California, who have never been in the entertainment industry. I tell them, don't ever take your political cues from these people. Don't ever take political advice. Don't ever get excited because so-and-so said this or Beyonce said this. These are people who live in a fantasy world. Not only that, they live and work in an industry that is implicitly, inherently racist and sexist. And they sign on for that for millions of dollars. These people cannot be trusted. You cannot take your political cues from these people.
But that's putting out there that the influence that people talk about Hollywood having is really an influence. I mean, they have obviously this huge ability to change how people feel about their condition, and the condition is real. There's nobody in the back. Tony, their car doesn't work.
Tony, there was a poll that came out today of the 100 most trusted people in America. Number 1, Tom Hanks. Number 2, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Number 3, Meryl Streep.
But here's the problem. I don't trust that poll.
No, it's okay because it was done by Clint Eastwood.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think there's anyone in Hollywood who convinces anybody to do anything. It's just one more powerful voice amongst all the others that say exactly the same thing. The academics say what, then the journalists say, and then when you hear Bruce Springsteen say it, yes, it reinforces everything else that's been said. Nobody says, oh, everything else I know isn't this, but Bruce just said that, oh, I'm going to change my beliefs. I don't think there's anybody who goes, Beyonce just said this. It's just another voice that says exactly the same thing that everybody else on the left says.
I think a lot of it is wishful thinking because you have a lot of young people. And look, I came to Los Angeles with nothing. I was out of a war. I
And
just
nothing's
came into law
changed.
school. Well,
Okay, sorry.
a few
He has
things have
hot
changed.
wife.
See my hot wife.
He has hot wife.
And the fact is, I could start a business, and I started a company, and I've done very well. And I had opportunity, and I built something. And the young lawyers I work with, and I see, they don't have that same chance. Young people don't have that chance. And it's no surprise that, the Kardashians with their lifestyle and everything, that's an anesthetic. That is a distraction, a way that they can see a world that there's no realistic way they can be any part of. The fact is, especially in a place like California, maybe it's not true in a place like Texas, a place like California, if you are a young person, you are not going anywhere. You just aren't.
May I make
few exceptions.
May I make a subtle difference between what you're just saying?
You can quickly, but it better
Which
be good.
is that it's not that they can't get there. It's that it doesn't require hard work or thinking to get there. What has now become the celebrity, successful, moneyed people is no longer the industrious businessman. It is the
It's the sex
Kardashian.
tape
So it's not that they
people.
can't
Yeah,
get
she's
there. They can
famous
get
for being
there.
famous
Right.
and gigantic
That's
fun.
right. Right. I'm agreeing with
Speaking
you.
of God, it all comes back to
Wow.
the audience, a bunch of geniuses.
We have a theme. I have an idea for your next set.
When we, you want to build it? I'll work from it. When we return, Jason Collins is gay, and you should care a lot. No, I mean a lot. You should probably send him a gift. This is Tony Katz Tonight. We'll be right back.
Many patients
I already
just
did.
can't
I
afford the
actually
procedures
sent
they
him a
need.
gift.
How can we grow our gross versus previous year under these circumstances? Dr. Katz has been in your shoes. He understands the challenge and is reversing this trend. Next time, you won't have to lose that patient. Just hand our simple one-page application to your patient and then enter that information online. In less than 10 seconds, we'll present to you and the patient a simple and affordable payment plan. Once you agree to the plan, the doctor gets paid right away. The patients then get your much-needed care, and they leave your office both satisfied and grateful. Then they'll bring you even more patients. You could boost revenue by 30 to 40% without any advertising. Dr. Katz knows that increasing revenues is the only helpful formula for success, and he wants to connect with you. Perhaps today is the day you take that first easy step.
Yep.
Welcome back to Tony Katz Tonight. That is Kurt Schlichter's hot wife. We thought we should show her off.
Woo,
Give her a hand for being hot wife.
Yeah!
Good job, Schlichter.
Another hand for putting up
Nice
with
work,
Kurt
buddy.
Hot blind wife.
Hot Cuban wife.
Right there. Welcome
Nice.
back to Tony
Hate
Katz
the
Tonight.
game, not the player.
Nobody hates her. That's much is true.
No, it's the
Joined
player.
by Evan Sayet, Kurt Schlichter, and Kira Davis. So Jason Collins plays in the NBA. He plays basketball. If you never heard of him,
that.
it's okay. I had never heard of him. Now, I'm not a basketball guy. I live in L.A. There's Kobe. I'm done. And so it's not a game that I pay any attention to whatsoever. But he comes out as gay. He's in his 12th season. He's not on a team. He may not make it to a team. And he comes out, it's considered the most heroic thing in the world. And you, Kira Davis, punch it up there, Ben. You wrote this article.
Wow.
About
Sure,
heroism is
article.
not what it used to be.
Yeah.
My question is, if that man right there, Jason Collins, Kira, is not a hero, why are you such a racist?
It's such a difficult question to answer. I'm not sure what the answer is, except that Jason Collins is not a hero. I'll say this. Look, I have gay friends who are still have not come out to their family for religious reasons, various reasons. I understand that it's got to be difficult to have to live that in a way that's untruthful to who you feel you are inside. I get that. That being said, a hero for coming out and saying you like penises, if you're a dude, I'm sorry. Like, heroes used to be guys who would rescue drowning babies or fight in wars. Now I'm supposed to be all excited because this guy tells me what kind of sex he likes to have.
There is an MSNBC commentator, Chris Hayes. He does
Yes.
the show All In on MSNBC, who once famously said he had a problem, an issue, if you will. Wait, I said All In and you both giggled. Unbelievable. I didn't want to let it pass. He once had a problem calling soldiers heroes because he didn't know if that was right. You've done your tours. There,
well,
Kurt. You wear it right there on your jacket. my friend.
I got the chance to serve with heroes, and I frankly don't care what some metrosexual Washington wuss has to his thoughts on what heroism is. I've seen it. I've been around the guys, so his voice doesn't count. As far as Jason Collins, Okay, the guy's gay, and hey, I'm going to have spaghetti tonight. So what? Look, the thing I resent is the fact that the fact that now in schools they're going to explain to kids, oh, who was Jackie Robinson? Oh, he was the Jason Collins of the 40s. Okay, Jackie Robinson, who was an American warrior in World War II, who took unbelievable prejudice, both serving his country and later as a baseball player, who fought it and broke real barriers and experienced real hate and showed real courage. Jackie Robinson is a hero. Jason Collins, I'm sure, is a nice guy, but let's not overplay this.
Yeah,
so he's gay, so what?
But here's where now the twist comes. I think this is some sick, twisted political correctness, and I'm not saying it's easy to come out. I don't have to, thank God, because this is all for you, ladies.
Well,
you're already out.
Actually, Tony, I did come out in that article. I came out as not gay.
Yeah, well, you know,
that took courage.
You are brave.
That took courage.
I have been not gay for a long time, and I've known for a long time now.
That could hurt your basketball career. In fact, I don't think you have one. Just saying.
You don't need to be so cruel.
Baby got backboard.
Here, we're
you.
back to baby God.
Now we're dribbling.
But allow me to show you this. Let me take it here. And Evan, let me ask you.
Yes.
There's an article on Slate that says if you take the opinion that Jason Collins is gay, so what? You're a homophobe. The entire thesis of the article is that to not care, to not think it's important, to not think that it's a value, that's the thing that makes you a homophobe.
Well, I must be a very, very big homophobe, because not only don't I care, here's what I respect him for. I think it was genius that at the end of a basketball career, when he doesn't even have another team to play for, here's a guy who cannot say I was fired because I'm black, because it was the NBA. So... I don't know that I have to finish what I'm about to say.
Yeah, dude, you gotta laugh. Walk off. Thank you. That's
I don't know what to do. It's never happened before.
Can I make a point here, Tony?
You can.
I want to make a point
about time.
About when back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, when the big gay rights push start, I clearly remember the thing being we just want to be considered like everybody else, which I think it's, of course, yeah. We work, we have families, we're regular people, we're just like you. And a lot of people who were against that said, well, this is a slippery slope, you know, and we got made fun of for talking about it being a slippery slope. Now, here we are in 2013, as you so adeptly pointed out, Jason Collins comes out, and if we don't celebrate his homosexuality, it's not like a thing. He can't just be like the rest of us.
It's not even about tolerance any longer. It's about celebration.
We have to celebrate it.
And if you don't celebrate it, it used to be if you didn't tolerate, now you're a bigot. Now it's if you don't celebrate, you're a bigot. And by the way, exactly the same paradigm that you just laid out was the same thing with marriage at all.
Right.
Which it used to be, we don't need a piece of paper to prove we love each other. Now it's if you don't give us a piece of paper, you're a homophobe.
A lot of people making the comparison on the double standard issue between Jason Collins and Tim Tebow. Jason Collins is gay. It's the single most important moment in the history of mankind. Tim Tebow likes to talk about being a Christian, and he is Satan reincarnate.
Well, I want to know if this move is Tebowing, what will Collins and?
Take your photos.
I made it funny.
Upload them to Kira Ann Davis on Twitter immediately. When we come back, what constitutes a slur, and is Paul Ryan guilty of one? But first, a word from some of our sponsors. This is Tony Katz Tonight. And we're back. It's a live read. It is an actual live read commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I want to talk about our dear friends here at XO Fine Cigars. You can see that we're smoking them. I make no bones about the fact, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm a cigar smoker, and there is a massive difference between cigars and cigarettes. And very often the biggest problem is that cigars get lumped in. You're not talking about some mass-produced product that never sees really the light of day. You're talking about art. Cigars are art. They travel thousands of miles. They employ tens of thousands of people, and it's a billion-dollar industry that helps those third world nations that everyone seems to care so much about. But when it comes to this and grown-ups actually enjoying themselves, they're horribly opposed. And the guys here at XO Fine Cigars, xofinecigars.com, do a great job of allowing you to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. It's the best humidor in all of Los Angeles.
All of Los Angeles.
By far. And it's the best lounge. Do me a favor, show them a shot. Show them a shot of the outdoors. There is not another place in LA where you can enjoy the outdoors like you can here. It is absolutely terrific. And I got to tell you, they're open for you. They're extremely knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about when it comes to cigars. You need a gift for somebody. Did someone just set off the alarm to try and stop me from talking about cigars?
No, they're
Won't
cheering.
happen.
They're cheering.
Fight the power!
I am fighting it every day. Next, it's you guys. If you need a humidor, if you need anything to go with your cigar, lighters or cutters or anything else, you don't know why your humidor's not working, you take it here to XO Fine Cigars, xofinecigars.com. Ask for Bobby. A cheer for Bobby, everybody. Yay! We love the man. Thank you so much. Be sure to visit xofinecigars.com and XO Fine Cigars here in Woodland Hills. More in a moment. We'll be right back. And we're back. You see how that works, ladies and gentlemen? That's how we roll. Welcome, Tony Katz Tonight. I am Tony Katz, joined by Evan Sayet, Kurt Schlichter, Kira Davis, and I think some people who might be drunk at the moment.
I don't think there's any might, Tony.
So,
And I just feel terrible, Tony, that I'm burning fine art.
it's okay. They'll make more, as long as we keep buying more. So go out there and buy more. Thank you very much.
At XO Fine Cigars.
Seriously, I don't know who is honking. Piers Morgan, we're better than you. Shut up.
He hears that a lot.
So
And by the way,
I
he
am.
just came out. He did. As a basketball player.
No. The only thing Piers Morgan is out of is ratings. That is it.
Wow, good.
I'm here all week.
Burn.
So there's an article on Huffington Post on the Latino politics page. Put it up if you would, Ben. And it refers to the fact that Paul Ryan in a town hall used the term anchor baby, and anchor baby is now a slur. What? It's a slur against Hispanic Americans to use the term anchor baby. So I said to myself, I'm not quite sure how this could be, but I should check with everybody. Before you say anything, I said, this is the perfect game show. So allow us to play, Is It a Slur? Here's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You guys each get some cards, pass that down, and you get a marker. We have props, ladies and gentlemen. That's how good we are here at Tony Katz Tonight.
It's spared no expense.
And
By the way, cover up the name Sharpie. It's Sharp O.
it's a sharp.
It's a Sharp O.
Please sue me.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through this, and you at home get to play, and you watching online via Twitter at Tony Katz or Tony Katz Tonight at Tony Katz Tonight, you get to play as well. Write down slur or not slur when I give this to you, and we will start with anchor baby. You can see it right there. Anchor baby. Slur or not slur? Now, how many think that's a slur? No. How many say not a slur? They are saying not a slur. Evan Sayet, I will go to you. Slur or not a slur?
First of all, it depends about whether it's actually said or whether it's sung. Because ank baby is okay.
Okay.
All right.
He baby got back. It is not a slur according to Evan Sayet. Kurt Schlichter, are you done drawing? Okay. We'll go to Kira. Kira Davis. Slur or not slur?
I said not slur, and honestly, the only reason I say not slur is because Huffington Post says it's a slur. I like to be contrary to Huffington Post.
So you're Christopher Hitchens. Excellent. Later you can explain to me why God
Whatever
doesn't exist.
Huffington Post says, I will say the opposite.
Kurt Schlichter.
Okay,
Slur or
I'm
not-
saying not slur, but maybe. Because what if it refers to a young person who lives on a boat?
Oh. Wow. I hate young
They could
people
be
on boats.
yachtists.
Young people on boats
yeah.
are the problem with America today.
Avast ye, racist!
As Megan McCain tweeted last night.
Oh, well, there's a
young
story.
people on boats are everything that's wrong with America.
He's a
anchor
nautical
baby, it
American.
turns out, is not a slur. It's a thing. If people come to the United States to have kids to stay in the country, it's a problem. And to think that it just happens to Hispanics or just the Hispanic community is sick. I live in
the racist
California.
thing.
The Chinese are doing it. They
racism.
actually buy towns.
Yeah.
And they do the whole thing. So it's an issue. We go on. Are you ready?
go on.
Yes.
The next one.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Next one. Can't wait.
Homosexual agenda. Yeah. Oh, don't be shocked that I
No,
went there.
seriously,
Welcome to
I'm
Tony
deeply
Katz Tonight.
offended.
Slur or not a slur? You guys right? Is it a slur?
No! It's a false flag.
It's a false
I
flag.
got slur.
Thank
All
you,
right, I got
Alex
slur.
Jones.
Evan, you say it's a slur.
I do.
Why?
Because agenda talks about gender, and I think genderism is a slur. I don't think we should be talking about.
I'm done with you. Kurt Schlichter.
It's not a slur, but maybe it is. If it's about some sort of schedule of fabulousness.
I'm in
I got nothing. Kira Davis.
It's definitely a slur
You got
because
slur.
the word homosexual refers to a sexual act, and you're not allowed to talk about sexual acts unless you're a liberal.
The correct answer, by the way, is that it is not a slur.
Damn it.
It is a slur. It is exactly how Bravo refers to their nighttime lineup.
Thank you.
Solely and exclusively.
I never win these things.
The next one on the list. The next one. Vast right-wing conspiracy.
That's a slur.
Slur or not a slur?
I got
I ask
slur.
you in the audience, is it a slur?
Slur.
Is it not a slur?
I got slur.
I have a little bit of mix. Why is that a slur?
It's a slur because not all entities on this planet have wings, and therefore it's anti anything without wings.
No, I think you make excellent sense.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Kurt Schlichter.
It's not a slur, but maybe. Because there are certain Americans who are larger than others, who are, well, vast. And if you're accusing them of being both conservative and conspiring, which leaves out Chris Christie.
Wow. But he is vast.
Slur.
He is vast.
Right
That's right.
All right. I say it's not a slur.
How can you say that?
It is true. There is a vast right-wing conspiracy to bring constitutional rights and more jobs to Americans. It's a horrible, horrible conspiracy, and I don't think that it's wrong to point that out.
The correct answer is it is not a slur until those freaks figure out how to take the White House. When they're in the White House, it will be a slur. That's how that comes together.
Okay, that's great.
The last one on the
Last one.
list.
I
Are you
got
ready?
2 pages
Are you
left.
ready?
So yes.
Do you still have a card?
I have plenty.
You got
The next one, the last one. Obamacare.
Yeah.
Is Obamacare a slur? Got
Yes.
discussed
Yes.
in the election.
Yes.
I ask you, audience, is Obamacare a slur?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. I have no.
Yes.
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 Evan Sayet.
Absolutely, because not everybody cares. Okay, I'll stop right there.
Kurt.
It's not a slur, but maybe. For the same reason he hadn't stepped on my freaking joke. Which is a slur to me, you malignant dwarf.
And by the way, stepped on is a slur to me. Because that's why I'm a malignant dwarf, because I was stepped
You
on.
are my mini-me. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Look at this.
I think this
I'm a
whole-
fashion leader, which makes me
This whole
Slur, leader,
I gotta think
Hold
about
on.
it.
This whole
fashion.
conversation is a
Kira.
slur to me as the only black person and the only woman on this panel, and they're acting like I'm not even here. That is a slur. That is a slur.
Which I
you
can't-
slur. You slur. You slur.
Wait. Slur or not a slur? Obamacare.
Slur. Obama's black. Hello.
Obamacare.
Hello is a slur.
Obamacare is not a slur.
Why?
Obamacare just sucks. That's all there is to it. When we return, it's questions and answers. Keep it right here, everybody. You are watching Tony Katz Tonight. We'll be right back.
I won.
Demand for cash pay medical procedures is booming. But as a practice manager, I can tell you what you already know. Many patients just can't afford the procedures they need. How can we grow our gross versus previous year under these circumstances? Dr. Katz has been in your shoes. He understands the challenge and is reversing this trend. Next time, you won't have to lose that patient. Just hand our simple one-page application to your patient and then enter that information online. In less than 10 seconds, we'll present to you and the patient a simple and affordable payment plan. Once you agree to the plan, the doctor gets paid right away. The patients then get your much-needed care, and they leave your office both satisfied and grateful. Then they'll bring you even more patients. You could boost revenue by 30 to 40% without any advertising. Dr. Katz knows that increasing revenues is the only helpful formula for success, and he wants to connect with you. Perhaps today is the day you take that first easy step.
As opposed to MC Hammer?
Be quiet.
Now kiss.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tony Katz Tonight. Kurt Schlichter is asking members of our audience to kiss each other. It's just that kind of show. I am joined by Evan Sayet, Kurt Schlichter, and Kira Davis. It is time for questions and answers. Seriously, take a shot of that. Take a shot of that from camera 4. Just
Camera 4.
all the ladies smoking and taking pictures.
Kiss.
Absolute madness, ladies and gentlemen.
Question.
Well, you got to get to the microphone. We'll get to it in a second. Questions and answers. It goes like this, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it back to me. Enough of them. My goodness. Any question. Nobody knows what the questions are. Nobody's going to know until the question gets asked. The panel has a chance to answer. We go there to our dear friend. What is your question? Go to him and let's go.
Hi, Gary Eaton from Castaic, California. I have a question. Why are right-wing women so much hotter than the left?
Wow.
I have an actual theory to this. I have an actual serious theory about why conservative women are so much hotter than liberal women. Because they ain't hoes. Someone said that's not the scientific explanation.
That is not it.
And that wouldn't even make them hotter.
My theory is that, and I say this because as I used to be a liberal woman, and I don't think I was quite as hot and sexy and amazingly gorgeous as I am now. And humble.
Wow.
And humble.
But I think that conservative women are hotter because they are not afraid of femininity and they embrace
exactly
it.
Right.
And I think,
That's exactly right.
liberal women have a problem with it. That's why they hate people like Sarah Palin.
That's exactly right.
And so
That's exactly
you
right.
feel as women, conservative women feel more comfortable to be pretty. We feel more comfortable being women. We embrace what it means to be a woman. We don't need to be men. We don't need to be equal to men. We understand that we have an equally important role as a woman, and so we can even embrace everything that comes with being a woman. That makes us hotter.
So you've shunned equality in a conversation about who's hotter.
No.
You've shunned it. You've shamed the idea of equality.
Slur or not slur?
No, race card. No, race card.
Maybe.
I'm playing the race card. I don't like that question.
Don't play the race card because you nailed it. It is exactly true. My liberal sister asked me why Sarah Palin and the Republican women wear pantsuits with dresses, with skirts, as opposed to pantsuits with pant legs.
Like Hillary.
Like every liberal woman. And I said because they like being women. The idea of equality to liberals is being the same.
Right.
Okay? And so Democratic women are men. Hillary Clinton's a man, whereas Sarah Palin is a woman.
Wait. Hold on. And I'll bring this to you, Kurt. You take a look at Hollywood, and people talk about Hollywood being so left, and you take a look at who's in those movies. They're all very good-looking women. So how does this remotely apply?
Look. I haven't been single for about 10 or 11 years.
Give it time.
12 years.
Which is why you got a purple heart.
But if I keep going this way, I will be. Back when I was out dating, I dated some liberal women, and they were very genuine. They wanted to talk about their feelings. They wanted to, interact with you and everything. Conservative women are hot and nasty, man. Hate the game, not the playa.
You know what? Hold on. Here's what I love about this conversation. Kira gives a very thoughtful analysis about how people feel as people and a sense of self-confidence and a sense of pride in who they are. Kurt Schlichter just likes them nasty.
Slur.
It's a slur. Next question. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Dr. John Bishop, is Dennis Rodman the next Chuck Barris?
Is
Chuck Barris or Chuck Berry? Because they're two very different people.
Wait, Don Show
Chuck
guy?
Berry.
Yes.
Is Dennis Rodman the next host?
Wasn't he
CIA
a CIA
operative.
agent and a lunatic? So yes, I think he definitely is.
Well, here's the thing. He's actually going to combine politics with show business and give a gong to Kim Jong-un or Kim.
It's Kim Jong-un.
It's Kim Jong-un.
Right, because he doesn't have his own gong.
That's right.
I think Dennis.
I'm going to get all the emails.
Oh, by the way, that was a slur.
By the way, it's
That was
Tony
a
at Tony
slur.
Katz Tonight. that may have been a slur. You could write. You already wrote it down. You don't have to write it down again.
Slur.
Slur.
No, I don't think he's going to be the next Chuck Barris. He'll probably be the next Michelle Obama.
Listen, I don't have as long as he's not the next Bob Drake or whoever the guy was from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh yeah.
You mean Bob Crane?
Bob Crane.
Bob Crane. Yeah, I mean, look, Bob Crane and Raymond Burr and Dennis Rodman. That's a party.
Wow.
That's a party.
And it's the Democratic Party.
Would you seriously?
I got laughs.
And that's what it's all about. Bob Crane was a sick bastard. Do you think Dennis Rodman even has the creativity to be that disgusting?
I think he probably does because I think he expresses himself in his body, in his piercings, and his bizarre foreign policy. So yes, and in fact, I think he's a likely candidate from the west side of LA for Congress. Dennis Rodman, 24.
He'll probably win handily.
I will never forgive Dennis Rodman for destroying Carmen Electra for the rest of us. I can't even think about her anymore, if you know what I mean. Next question. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, look at that. Hi. It's Mickey, everybody. Give her a hand.
Hi.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine.
She's an audience member,
hey,
only
Mickey.
shorter.
And by the way, allow me to do it. It's Mickey Yamashita.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Slur.
That is not a slur. That's her name. Oh, stop it.
Assuming that
My question is, on a scale of 1 to Reese Witherspoon, how drunk are each of you tonight?
Go.
I didn't hear the question.
That's on a scale of 1 to Reese Witherspoon. How drunk are you tonight? More to the point, do people know who you are?
Here's the bad news. Only one person does, and it's Reese Witherspoon.
Right now I'm kind of, because I am driving, so I'm kind of post-weight loss Ted Kennedy.
Right.
So that's kind of where I am. And thank God I'm not driving.
Hear that, hot wife?
Or am I?
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
That was just ugly.
Yeah.
Sadly, on a normal basis, I'm more like on the Lindsay Lohan end.
Whoa!
But
did you steal anything?
No comment.
She's just talking about criminal
but
record.
today, unfortunately, I am Mitt Romney drunk.
Oh,
wow.
I'm totally sober.
If you were Lindsay Lohan, you'd be scratching yourself.
If she were Lindsay Lohan, she'd be scratching me.
That is our show. I'd like to thank Evan Sayet. Get his book, The Kindergarten of Eden. Kurt Schlichter, Fetch My Latte. And of course, you catch Kira Davis at Independent Review Journal. Is it Independent Review Journal?
It's Independent Journal Review. Don't worry about it. I'm Kira Davis. That's all you need to know.
Thank you to our friends here at XO Fine Cigars. My thanks to all of you. If you like the show, don't forget to click on that little button. Help us make more of these shows. My thanks, as I said, to XO, to all of you. Until next time, take care, everybody.
Yeah!